Hello everybody, this is Jason Roten with Primitive Life Training, and today what I was wanting to show you guys is a one stick fire. I've thought about it a lot, and watching that show alone got me to thinking, all these guys and gals that do this show, they always have a hard time starting a fire. That's one of the main things that they really have trouble with, is getting a fire started. And the one thing that I noticed was that not very many of them use fatwood. Now, here's the thing that I like to tell everybody is, no matter what your conditions are, pouring down rain, damp, dry, whatever, if you can find some fatwood, you're gonna have a fire. It might take, a little bit of effort and everything. You might have to find you 5-6 kinds of tinder, but just a piece like this is enough to get a good fire started. Now, what I did, as you can see, I've already pulled a few of these strips off, and these are real rich with turpentine. You can see the color of it, just almost orange. It's so thick. What you want to do is basically take your knife and split this wood as best you can. I like to get a lot of little shavings off. I try to shave up all the just regular wood and all the parts of it that are, if you can see, we've got like one little strip of some good fat wood, and then just regular wood, and then another layer of fat wood, and then another layer of wood, and so on. And what I'll do is I'll take my knife and I'll shave down all that wood that's just, it doesn't have the sap content that some of it does. The fat wood layers, the ones that's got the most turpentine in it, I'll shave that wood off of that down to that turpentine rich wood, and you can see how I'm sort of getting down to it like that. Another way is to get your blade just right in between those layers and just split it open like that. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and shave it all up, and you're going to get a pretty good little pile of shavings from doing this. And a good fire takes preparation, but with just this one little stick, I can make a fire that's big enough and good enough to get a real good fire started. And this one little stick is all I would need, even if I were in a wet, rainy climate. This is all I would need to get a good fire going. Just a little preparation time. Take time to really work it and make the most of it. Get as much surface area as you can from it, and this fire will burn high enough and long enough to maybe get some other tinder in your fire going enough that it will retain its heat and dry out the rest of the wood that you've got, and you have a fire. So you just keep on shaving those down and separating it out and everything until you got several little twigs there. And anything that looks rotten, I just kind of shave it off and add that to my tinder pile there. Sort of makes like a sawdust type quality there, which burns for quite a while actually. But anyway, you can see I'm really getting down to those layers now. And what I do is I'll separate each one of those layers and peel the wood that's in between those layers out. To where I'm just left with those layers of turpentine rich fatwood. All these little shavings that I'm getting, they will just be more fuel for the fire. And as you can see, I'm getting up quite a little bit of wood here. Now, like I said, in those situations to where you just literally don't have nothing that will catch fire easily, everything's damp, your grass is damp, your bark is damp, just anything that you could possibly make a fire with is damp. This stuff, once again I say, will keep a fire going longer because it's going to burn longer because of the high sap content that's in it. And this fire is going to burn pretty high. And when I teach people survival skills, this is one of the things that I teach them the most, is how to get a fire with very minimum wood and material. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay that crossways like that, and then I'll do what you would do normally when you're building a fire anywhere else. I'm going to make a little teepee type fire build here, and this is just on a small scale. Normally in survival conditions, this would be a little bit bigger maybe, but let's say this is all we got. I mean, you know, what are you going to do when all you got doesn't seem like it's enough? You turn it into enough. Now, this is going to burn for quite a while, so we're going to go ahead and start it up and see just how long it will burn. Now, once again, you'll see my technique that I use with a ferro rod starter, and I knocked all my stuff down. Fatwood goes up pretty fast. We'll just start all over again with the little teepee here, because you know, once it gets to going, it's gonna go pretty good. But I always have my students build this one stick fire. It's just not gonna stand up in a teepee, but as you can see, this is going pretty good now. And this is gonna burn for quite a while. So far we're going on 1 minute. Going on 2 minutes now. As you can see, this would definitely be burning long enough to get whatever other tinder you may have, whether it be grass or bark or whatever. This is going to go long enough for you to get that going, you know, burning, whatever. Going on 3 minutes now. Three minutes has been burning. Four minutes it's been burning. By now I would already have a good fire going. Fixing to hit the 5 minute mark. So it's been going for a little bit over 5 minutes, and I would say it's about to be burned out, but that is definitely long enough of a burn time for you to get some other tinder started and going enough that you could sustain your fire just a little. So anyway, little under 6 minutes, or a little over 6 minutes, this fire burnt, and I think that's definitely long enough that even in damp or wet conditions, you could definitely get a fire started with just a small stick of fatwood. This is Jason Roten with Primitive Life Training. This has been the One Stick Fire. Hope you enjoy it.